Stream. Well, Loki streams. If Loki gonna stream, he gonna tune in and watch the stream. I stream today. Gonna stream today. Hey guys. Oh man. Hi there guys. Whoa, oh man, there's already a whole bunch of people here, and Brianna's retracting messages already. Wow. Hi Brianna, hi Christina, hi Carol, hi Maypep, hey Mata, hey Wraith, hey hi, who are we saying hi to next? Loki Shire, hi Jade, hi Chris, hi Ellen, let's see, hi Rika. Well, I'm glad you get to stop in. We're probably only going to go for a little more than a half an hour, but we always end up going for almost an hour. Why not? Hey Guns N' Roses, hey Mojo Rising. Hey Amber, oh hi Jewel, hi Marcy, hi Layla, hey there Ari, hi Karen, okay, hi everybody, oh man, hey Candace, so we're here, and it's fine, everything's fine, and nothing's going wrong, right? Certainly we're all going to do okay today, like, it's not a bad thing to be here today, doing our thing, like, it's a good thing, so here we are. Let me get this up a little higher so that you're not seeing a shadow on that. I can never get this quite right. There you go. Alright. Man, I've been thinking about this all day. We don't talk about anything specifically here. I mean, every once in a while we'll talk about a movie or whatever, but we don't, like, get into anything on a theme, and maybe that's good. You know, like, maybe we shouldn't have a theme, because then we gotta get stuck with that theme, and I'm afraid of commitment. So we're not gonna do that. Got always perfect timing. Good, great, Layla. Hey, Loki lover. Might have to leave a bit early. That's fine. Guns N' Roses. You can always just be here for when you're here, and it's fine. Hey Keegan, well, I'm glad you're here for the moments you can be here. Layla, that is correct. It is one of the only times you'll probably ever see me with a shirt that has branding on it. Speaking of Transformers, I was just talking to my girlfriend about how I think this new Bumblebee movie might actually be one of the best Transformers movies that's gonna come out ever. Like, it seems like you know, it seems like perhaps they've gotten it this time, where they're like, here's a wild idea. Let's take this beloved fan franchise and make it look like it did when people loved it the most. And we're gonna make Bumblebee into a Volkswagen instead of being like a, what was he, a Chevy before? Cause like we can do that, and we're gonna put Starscream in it, and we're gonna put, like, you know, we're gonna put what is it, Shockwave in it. We're gonna have all that stuff that was in the cartoon in it, without making it into, like, well, we'll make it like sharp. We'll make everything made out of knives and stuff, and everything's gonna be like just basically a big dick, a big gun that's a dick and a knife at the same time, and it's gonna be like, everything's gonna be my dick. Like, that's not what Transformers was about. Transformers was about duty, and it was about friendship, and it was about triumphing over evil, and sometimes that meant that you had to have a character that wasn't a big old bro, like, cool looking knife dick guy, and that's, you know, what Bumblebee was. He was sort of the low self-esteem Transformer who was like, hey guys, I can't do everything right, but every once in a while I can help out by being my little old self, and then I get a pat on the back from Optimus Prime, which is honestly what we're all looking for at the end of the day, approval from our dads. You know? It's like, we are a nation of people who wish our dad would approve of us more. And when I say people, I mean dudes. I think a lot of the females in the crowd are doing all right with dad approval, but there's some other stuff going on. Let's see. Hi, Natalie. Is Michael Bay still directing? I don't think Michael Bay has much to do with it. I will go see Avengers 4, Brianna. I think Avengers 4... The people who aren't going to see it are the people that were mad about Avengers Infinity War, and that was not me. Let's see. We can talk about how the owners of my store thought sending us, a small grocery store, an entire pallet of socks was a good idea. Well, Wraith, just wait until they go on super sale, and then you got all the socks you need forever. Hey, Ghost the Great. Hey, Charlie Different. But it's already been confirmed that it's not Starscream but Blitzwing. Listen, Chris, don't try and do a takedown on me on my own channel. We all know that the Transformer featured in the trailer is a jet. Is it Blitzwing? Sure. Is Starscream going to be featured? If they put Shockwave in that goddamn trailer and they didn't put Starscream, then trust me, Starscream is going to be in it, and he's just got a bunch of minions, one of which is stupidly named Blitzwing. God damn it. That's a stupid... God damn it. Blitzwing? Ugh. Never mind. Moving on. Sitting in my office with the earbuds, acting like your stream is a conference call so no one comes in. Well, Candace, we did... that is an order of business. I know you're in charge of taking the minutes on the meetings here. So what we're going to get down to is we need to get these presentations done. And once the presentations are done, we're going to come together and create a synergistic strategy for future development opportunities in our networking vicinity. And encompassing that within our mission statement will, I think, generate increased ROIs from top down to the bottom line. So, Candace, we're going to have you just get up on the projector and give us our quarterly summary of projected returns for the business. Moving on. Brianna, listen, we don't even really talk about what happened in Infinity War. So before you start like getting into like what's going to happen in Avengers 4, just forget it. It'll happen when it happens. Like, whatever goes on is up to the filmmakers. We as fans don't get to decide what should happen or what will happen or speculate and publish that. And then, like, if you're reading like fan theories right now, like, you need to be doing something else, because they're not it's not gonna go the way you want it to, and people just like can't get their hands off of this. Like, just don't touch it. If you pick at it, it gets worse. Like, Avengers 4 is gonna be whatever it is, and if Loki never comes back, it's gonna have to be something we all live with. But, like, God, man, people just can't... Ooh, they can't deal. Alright, moving on. Oh, boy. Hi, Mina. I can't dislike Transformers. Yeah, me neither. I like Transformers, Amber. There's actually been a couple of really good Transformers series in the last few years that I've liked. What is it like having a dad, because I don't have one? Wow, Loki Shire. It's like having a dad. I don't know. Wow. All right. I mean, I don't know what to answer. That's a real unfair question. That's a hell of a spot to put me in. What's it like having a dad? Jesus. All right, Layla. I just realized I still have my school lanyard. Loki button. That's cool. Infinity War, not Avengers 4. I'm not joking. The director of the film said so himself at SDCC. You can look it up. Chris. Okay. Yes. It'll be Blitzwing, but I also believe that Starscream will be in the movie. It would be stupid not to. In the Bumblebee movie, he's going to be a Volkswagen finally. Right, Karen? That's what I'm talking about. got all that down from the beginning. Very last blah blah blah. Reimbursement returns were up to 85%. Mega oof. Optimus Prime is everyone's father. That I'll agree with you with. What it's like to have a father, it can only be explained through watching every Transformers series and looking at Optimus Prime and saying, "That's my dad," because he's my dad. Loki is getting his own mini-series whenever Disney launches their streaming service. Apparently, it's probably coming back. Here's a little speculation. Will there be a Loki series? Maybe. Will it have Tom Hiddleston in it? Probably for about 3 minutes in the opening episode. But I very, very seriously doubt that Tom Hiddleston is going to commit himself to a regular serialized television series at this point in his career. It is very, very hard to imagine. So we'll see. Hey, Izzy. Hey, Northman Spellbound. Oh yeah, Northman Spellbound. So yeah, like I'm a little skeptical about these articles that are like Tom Hiddleston's going to be in a Loki streaming series, and it's like, so that's not even a television. That's even lower than a television series. Like, that's like going from, being an Oscar nominee, which I don't think he actually is yet, to like doing this, to like doing it doesn't make any sense that he would make that career choice unless he's got some sort of like death grip Marvel contract that's going to bankrupt him for life. PGC is doing well. I've started her on a wet food regimen where she gets fed a little wedge of wet food pie twice a day. She didn't wake up when I said that, so she has not yet learned the meaning of food. Let's see if she's back there. No, hold on. If I can. There she is. She's right there. She's right about there. That's the cat. She's back there sleeping on her little bed, okay? And I can't wake her up just to ask her questions about how she is. How's the weather where you are? Because it was nice and warm here, West Texas, about a week ago. Now it's very cold. I wouldn't say it's very cold, but it's definitely colder than it was a week ago. It's actually been kind of nice. You can go for a walk without breaking a sweat. It's been a little chilly at night, which is also nice. You can kind of bundle up like people like to do in the wintertime without it, but you can still walk around in a t-shirt and be like, oh, it's a little chilly. It's been windy today. Man, the wind, if I open up all my windows and my door, like the wind just blows through the joint. It's rustling all my papers up. What do we got? Tom did the Night Manager series, and I believe he's coming back for a second season. The Night Manager series was made by, what was that, BBC? Like, that's a drama. That's like an adult drama that was funded by the British Broadcasting Company. And, it was a real dramatic role based on a book. A Loki series is a superhero streaming series about a character that, I mean, you guys can see it, right? You guys follow all the interviews and all of the like Tom Hiddleston news, and I end up coming across it too because, like, I follow some of you guys. And you can see in interviews where he's like trying to veil the fact that he doesn't want to do Loki all day. Like, he doesn't really want to do it anymore. He doesn't want to put the wig on for like 10-hour shoots every day. He doesn't want to like be called Loki constantly. It's just a vibe I'm getting from seeing his personal interactions from people. And I very seriously doubt that he's going to take on an ongoing role as this character, that he's already, like, kind of ridden to the end of the road, if you ask me. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he just wants all more of the Loki stuff. Tom won a Golden Globe. That's possible. Valerie Sofia, question. ¿Puedes hablar español? Solamente hablo un poquito español. Muy poquito. Alright, hey Jen. It definitely would explain the public outrage amongst parents when they did the children were traumatized when they saw Optimus Prime get killed by Megatron in the original 1986. Well, I mean, in the defense of the filmmakers in 1986, Optimus Prime, it set a precedent for Optimus Prime to die in everything. Like, every single thing he's in, he just dies now. Which is fine, because I think it sort of... It gives him a really stark resemblance to another character who was known to die and come back from the dead. Which, I'm fine with Optimus Prime being that character in my life. Hey Jen Van Essendelft. Hi there. It feels great to me. It's pretty chilly though. Yeah, it is nice having some cooler weather. Thanks, Jen. Candace, I hear you guys are having a bit of a breeze today, according to Twitter news. Yeah, it's windy. I don't know why it's so windy. How did my job interview go? It's good. I start my job tomorrow. We're gonna see if I can get people to donate to some charities. That'll be what my job is. Standing out in front of places and asking people, hey, you want to be a monthly donation guy to a good cause? You want to save some children? Keep them from starving to death? And that'll be what I'm doing tomorrow. It was 32 degrees when I woke up this morning. Barely 40 degrees. Wow, that is much colder than it is here. It's like mid-50s here. Have to go because of my place. Goodbye, Loki lover. I don't think Tom will do a show in America, seeing as he lives in England. Most likely get a look-alike. I think they're going to do Kid Loki or Agent of Asgard Loki. I think they'll just get some, like teenage Maze Runner style kid actor to be like Agent of Asgard. And, you know, it'll be whatever it is. It'll turn out like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or fucking whatever, Inhumans or all this other bullshit, Legion, that's on TV that everyone like claims to like the first week it comes out, and then after the end of the season everyone's like, oh yeah, I stopped watching that after 4 episodes. So we'll see how the Loki thing goes, but I don't think it's going to be a massive hit. I think it'll probably be about as good as Iron Fist, but I don't subscribe to any streaming services other than Netflix, so I won't find out until never. So conclusion, it's all Hot Rod's fault. No, Hot Rod is he's the middle management who takes over for the big boss. If you were invited to a Comic-Con in Canada, would you come? I would come if they bought my airfare. Especially if it's in Toronto, because then I get to see my friends in Toronto. When he's wearing that costume wig, but that's when he's yummiest. Ugh, Mina, calm down. Jesus. He enjoyed it, but he's ready to move on. Congrats. I respect Tom, and I started being a fan because of Loki, and to be honest, I don't really care who plays Loki because it's the same character. You know what, Ghost the Great? Oh, you're a dude, aren't you? You're one of the only male people in this audience right now. Yeah, I think you and I can agree that Loki's a good character standing alone. However, I think that many Loki fans would not accept the character as well if it's not played by the exact same actor. We shall see what the reaction to that statement is, because I know the people I've talked to basically said if it's a Loki series and it's not Tom Hiddleston, I don't care. So that's what love of the character gets you. Disney is starting its own streaming service and is in talks with Tom Hiddleston to play Loki in a series that will only be available on the Disney service. Nothing has been finalized contract or series wise yet. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna hold my breath. Okay, don't fall asleep, Izzy. I don't know. Okay, that's not the best confidence booster. When you show up to somebody's show and you say, "Hey, I'm trying not to fall asleep," and it's like, Thanks. I appreciate it. It's 42. Kid Loki. I want to watch that even more. Right. I would watch a Kid Loki or an Agent of Asgard series as long as I don't have to pay extra for it. I don't think Tom doesn't want to do Loki anymore. I think he doesn't want to do Loki as he is being written anymore. Ragnarok kind of screwed over his character to make Thor look better. What? I don't agree with that at all. My personal option, though, if he really doesn't want to play him anymore, that's fine. I wish Marvel would have given him a fitting end. Okay. This is okay. Loki's Judas. He's always the betrayer. A fitting end for him is not a glorious end. The sacrifice he makes to redeem himself is to resign himself to an eternity in hell. That is the archetype that Loki is. Like, everyone loves this character, but he's meant to be a villain. Like, he's meant to be a villain. He's meant to be a villain. I got a new Loki costume. Loki's not a dude. Oh, okay. Alright, Ghost the Great. I saw a picture of a dude as your profile. I didn't mean to misgender you. But yeah, it's very uncommon for me to hear people say that they would still be a big fan of Loki if it wasn't for Tom Hiddleston. Did you have the chance to watch Sci-Fi's Childhood's End? I did not. I need to get my hands on that. Corey. Loki is Tom. Right. So Corey's on that boat of will not accept Loki unless it's Tom Hiddleston. Bad usage of the word. I agree with you. People love Tom, not necessarily Loki. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind an adaptation of Agent of Asgard or Lady Loki. Katie McGrath, I hear, usually a fan favorite for that. Yeah, Lady Loki would be cool to see on screen. Tom is Loki, says Izzy. It would be a less tragic actor switch. I'm not trying to fall asleep because I've been up way too long. That wasn't supposed to send. She said Shaughnessy. I don't know what Shaughnessy said that wasn't supposed to be said. I think it could have made him more powerful in the movies. He was a god. Yeah, the god stuff is hard to do. But realistically, how much more powerful could he be? He's basically manipulated several planets into like an intergalactic war. To have him just like stomp on a planet and single-handedly like decimate every hero on it, I think is asking a little too much plot-wise. But I think it's often underestimated how much power Loki as a character really held in the Marvel movies. He's basically won several times against Thor before then being defeated again, but then you have to also take into account that every later movie he's in, he uses that defeat to get an even greater victory. And so it's sort of a pattern that he's set that no one seems to have caught on to, aside from in Ragnarok, where Thor's finally like, I'm not even going to believe anything you say. Like, Loki's just a machinist who's turning screws to make the entire universe do what he wants it to do, which doesn't look as concretely powerful as Thanos' finger snap, but I think it shows a certain amount of clout on the universal scale. But, you know, I don't know. This is like... I feel like maybe I'm reading more into it than... I don't know. I've gotten to kind of micro-examine a lot of the Loki stuff. Wasn't supposed to send. I think they could have made it more powerful. I like Tom Hiddleston as Loki, but I also read the comics, so I know that Loki's character can change from looks shape-shifting. Love to watch more about Loki. I love the comics. No pizza. Tom or not, will always be Loki. True, the same character played by a different actor wouldn't be the same, since each actor would put their own imprint into the role. Well, right, but it's the writing to me that matters. Whether Loki's played by Tom, yeah, I would love to have Loki series. Loki's villain. Loki's the new Optimus Prime. Loki's not the new Optimus Prime. Loki is the new Megatron. I don't know what he is. He's oh, you know what he is? He's that the Beast Wars Velociraptor. What the hell was his name? Wasn't Dinobot. Dinotron? I don't know. Beast Wars had a Decepticon that switches sides to the Autobots, but then like he keeps having these like weird trust issues. To me, that's more akin to Loki in the Transformers universe. I gotta go to class. Bye, Rika. Where can I get a Loki costume for a reasonable price? Brianna, I would check out Cosplay Sky or procosplay.com, I think. Procosplay dot something. Kid Loki. My PFP is Connor from Detroit. Oh, that's your avatar. Okay. Become Human. I don't know who Connor from Detroit Become Human is. Hey, Jaguar Lady. Welcome. But Loki, the character, and Tom is great. I had the privilege of working. Give another same chance. Hey, I said I was sorry about saying yummy. No need to skip over me. I mean, I wasn't skipping over you. I'm not trying to skip over you. I'm just trying to skip over stuff that's not directly either questions or things I can argue with. Hiddles made the Loki role. Other actors can try, but womp womp. Yeah, exactly. Northman Spellbound is... See, there is that camp. That's all I'm trying to say, is that there are Loki fans and then there's Tom Hiddleston fans. I feel like the Tom Hiddleston fans get a lot... are present here more. I don't think Loki fans really existed before Tom Hiddleston played him. Like, I think there were Thor fans that were like, yeah, it's cool to see Loki and stuff. But I don't think there were really people who were like, Loki's my dude. Aside from like a couple of like real spooky weirdos in the middle of the country who were like, yeah, I made a Loki cosplay because I read Thor a lot and I like the character. I like how nefarious he is or whatever. But then the movies happened and it became a thing about Tom Hiddleston. With Wraith, is presented as someone very much more intelligent than what he's being now. A proper ending for a villain can be glorious too. A tie. All right, so I just watched Ragnarok, and I can see why people sort of are sort of reading his role in Ragnarok as, well, he used to be so smart, and then in Ragnarok they made it like everyone can just pull one over on Loki. But you also have to realize that most of Loki's like plans revolved around trust. It was a major tool in the first Thor, and even in the second Thor, and to a degree even in Avengers, in getting the trust of Thanos so that Loki could have what he needed to set whatever he wanted to set in motion. However, by the time Ragnarok rolls around, he's established himself as a character that's not worthy of trust. And that's what people put their trust in. And so, really, I think the theme that's being hammered into you, it's a hammer joke, in Ragnarok is everyone looks at Loki and the only thing they have any faith in is that he's going to betray them, and so they're constantly looking to like play tricks on him and push him aside. And it's very possible that he's letting them do that. Being underestimated is another sort of progression in the very powerful tools arsenal, where it's like, oh, trust me, betrayal. Oh, listen, I was forced into it, trust me, betrayal again. And then it's like, well, I guess you can't trust me, what are you gonna do? But I'm obviously too good at manipulating to not be used as an asset. So I'm gonna betray you. Oh, you found me out and knocked me down and put like an electrocuting thing on me, and now I fell down. Oh no. Oh, Doctor Strange made me fall through a portal for 15 minutes. Oh, I'm so weak. Of course not. He almost took over the goddamn world. You think you can't figure out how to get out of a fucking portal? It's all part of the show, guys. It's like the real trick of it is the lies. It's not winning in a fist fight. Loki doesn't care about winning a fist fight. He cares about getting people to act the way he wants them to act. And in this particular case, making heroes believe they've won is a more important strategy than getting to punch his brother or stab his brother or whatever it is, or getting to like be evil in whatever way he wants to overtly be evil. Hi, Rena. So moving on from that, do you see Loki as an anti-hero such as Deadpool, or do you see Loki as just a villain or a hero? What's your thoughts? I mean, the answer to that is that Loki is a force of nature. Loki's like the sun. I mean, he's gonna fuel pretty much everything that's going on, but he's also gonna burn you, depending on how you interact with him. Like, he's gonna cause every weather system in the world to happen, but he's also, gonna be the reason why you die in the desert. Loki can't not do what he does, in much the same way that Odin can't not like disappear and let his son handle all the problems in Asgard. Like, that's what Odin does, and that's what Loki does, and then like saving the world by being brave and strong is what Thor does. Like, that's what they do, and then like killing dudes and being smirky about it is what Hela does. Like, it's what they do. And if you gave them a good reason not to, they would be like, oh, okay, and then they would do it anyways because that's what they are. Loki's not a hero or a villain. He's just a wheel that's turning, and the other wheels are turning, and the teeth are lining up, and everything is turning because it's a machine that has to turn that way. And if any one of them stopped turning, it would destroy everything. And that's what Loki is. Like, they can't stop. And I think Blood Brothers kind of explains that a little bit, where they kind of explain the inevitability of like this cyclical nature of Thor and Loki. What would the Avengers have assembled if it? Would the Avengers have assembled if it wasn't for Loki? Yes. Nick Fury would have still eventually found a reason to assemble the Avengers. But it probably wouldn't have happened until Thanos came, and then it would have been, Thanos is hitting the Earth. Cap, Thor, and Iron Man have never met. Ultron and therefore Vision had never been created. Scarlet Witch would never have even like done anything. Like, all the members would have never learned to work together by the time Infinity War happened. Bye, Izzy. To me, Loki is the kind of character who sides with the team that benefits him most. In a way, yes, but the team that benefits him most is always just himself. So, with Halloween around the corner, what's your favorite scary movie? I guess Cabin in the Woods, since it's almost more of a comedy. Okay, Izzy's not leaving. Found a charger. Great. Birthday cake ice cream is better than any ice cream. Change my mind. I'm a chocolate chip cookie dough man myself. Or anything that's like chocolate fudge brownie double fudge chunk. Like, if it's just 8 different types of chocolate, I'm into that. I want a real rich chocolate experience in my ice cream. Loves to see him as Loki. Goes to great. Oh, lit. What's your favorite scene in Thor Ragnarok? What's my favorite scene in Thor Ragnarok? I like Korg. I like when he comes up and he's like, "Hey man, we're all going to get on that great big spaceship. You want to come?" Like, I really like that. I walk around sometimes, and if I ever need to smile, sometimes I just look at myself in the mirror and I say, "Hey, me," because I like Korg a whole bunch. Because I'm confined to a wheelchair and there are no people I can cosplay because of that. Any advice? Well, Natalie, I mean, there are several characters who are differently abled. You could be Oracle. You could be... I know there's a couple other DC characters. But it's just a costume. What does it matter if you're in a wheelchair or not? Like, pick out a costume. Like, just wear it for fun. It's like Halloween. No one... cosplay is not an authenticity contest. Not every Batman cosplayer who has a good time cosplaying Batman has, the ability to do what Batman does or to look like Batman looks. Like, it's some guy who dressed up as Batman and he had a good time at a convention or at a party or out in the street at a fundraising thing. Oh, man. So, please, if you want to cosplay somebody, go get the costume if it's within your budget. Don't spend $1 million on cosplay you don't need. Just go. Just go and meet people. And they'll be like, oh, hey, cool Spider-Man costume. And you'll be like, thanks, I love Spider-Man. And they'll be like, awesome, I like Spider-Man too. And then you'll have a conversation with that person and you make a friend. And that's what cosplay is about. It's not about entering a contest and winning and showing that, like, you're the best Spider-Man in the building, which I think is ridiculous. And I keep seeing people posting about, like, oh, if you're going to be in a cosplay contest, it should really be judged by licensed professionals. It's like, why is there a contest to begin with? I'm real fired up about cosplay contests right now. Does Loki even trust anyone? I don't think it's a trust question. I don't think Loki respects many people. I think he respects his brother and his father, and it's about it. But trust? I don't think he would ever place his trust in anyone. But I think for Loki, trust is more of a faith that they will do something, more so than a faith in their friendship, if that makes any sense. Like, he trusts Tony Stark to be pompous, and he trusts Captain America to be virtuous to a fault, and he trusts Thor to also be virtuous and headstrong. Like, he trusts everyone to be what they already are, but he knows enough, he tries to know enough about them so that he can also predict any instabilities in that pattern. Wanting to do cosplay, okay, okay. La 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 la. Cool, Ghost the Great, we'll see you soon. Sorry, I thought you were a dude. The director of Ragnarok said Loki's treatment in the movie was because he didn't like the character and was mad that he overshadowed Thor. Wraith, I'd really like to see that interview. I do not think that was the case. But also keep in mind that no matter what Taika Waititi did during the direction of Thor Ragnarok, he still has to play into the greater theme of Marvel movies and the universe. So he can't completely downplay Loki if there's something greater that's going to happen with the character. To have him be the butt of a few jokes, I don't think it's as humiliating as it could have been. I mean, Loki could have died to the Grandmaster, realistically. Like, everyone thinks that it's such a shame that he got taken out, like, in such an anticlimactic way, but, like, there's so many other shittier people that could have killed Loki, but they didn't. And, he had to he died to the king of villains, and so did 20 other characters. Moving on, I never thought you guys would goad me into talking about the end of Infinity War. If someone else played Loki and was never associated with it, I think Loki would still be as popular. People like the broken soul villain type. I don't think it would be as popular. I think if he were played by the guy who did Rorschach in Watchmen, I don't think people would have responded nearly as well to Loki. Loki and Tom Hiddleston's fangirl scare me. Yeah, I mean it's a hard pool to just dip your toe in, Eliana. He was falling for 30 minutes, not 15. I think it was 15, Brianna. I guess that's the step forward I was waiting for. Thanks for the hope you just gave me. Good point. Language. Eliana, please read the title of this stream. Adult language. Don't worry about me swearing. If you don't like it, you can get out. Loki has tricks and treats which are lies. I've been falling for 30 minutes. I guess it was 30. I don't care. It's an arbitrary amount of time. I wouldn't say that Tom made Loki, but he doesn't make a perfect Loki. I've seen another actor portray Loki well. Who else portrayed Loki well? I guess if you're talking about the god and not the Marvel character specifically, then yeah, there's been other characters. Throne of Lies and Pranks. If Ted Allpress was still acting, they could use him to play Loki since he did play him as a kid. No idea if the guy is still active, though. I don't know who Ted Allpress is. Proxima Midnight in Avengers. Love that. Where are your small horns? I think they're right there. I mean, hold on. Yeah. These guys? Oh, right there. I don't even think they... There you go. The regular Hiddlestoners are cool, but the extreme Hiddles fans are quite scary. They dictate how his life should be. I mean, I'm not going to say that's a Tom Hiddleston problem as much as I'm going to say that's just a celebrity worship problem. I mean, I'm sure Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, I'm sure they all have the same type of people in their lives who are waiting outside their door when they come out of their homes and, you know, figure out what hotel they're going to stay in when they go to red carpet premieres. And it's a problem. Like, it's legitimately something that we as people shouldn't be doing to other people. But, you know, Tom Hiddleston has his group, and they think devotion is closely related to stalking. And I've been under that impression. I used to, when I was a little boy, oh man, I thought the best way to be a boyfriend to a girl was to, like, watch her. Like, if you wanted to go on a date with a girl, you had to know her plans for the week, and then you could be in places where she planned to be, and, like, let her know that you're always around. And that was a wrong assumption, man. I was a spooky little kid, and I had no idea how girls wanted to be treated, and I kind of still don't, but at least, you know, I've lightened up a lot. So, you know, if you're in the sect of people that's like, oh, hey, you know what would really flatter Tom Hiddleston? If I found out, you know, what his dog looked like, and then I took his dog from him one day and then kept it for a few months and then returned it to him with a note that says, I love you, you're welcome for getting your dog back. Like, that's not what good people do, so don't, please. Okay, Thanos is scary. What do you think of Nightmare Before Christmas? I don't love it, honestly. It's an okay movie, but I never thought it was that great of a movie. Gotta go. Goodbye, Jen. Miss you. Rum raisin. Ooh, rum. Don't say anything. Oh my god, Mina, you haven't seen Ragnarok? Jeez. I like the ice cream called Marshmallow Go Fish. Ooh, weird. At least I think that's what it's called. Fish food. So good. Like sex. Anytime your sex in any way resembles ice cream, go see a doctor. You'd love the DC Dark Knight brownie bites? Ice cream? Alright, yeah, I'll try that if I see it. Rum raisin? I'm not gonna... I just don't want rum in anything I eat. Cosplay is about having fun. Cosplay is a hobby. Cosplay is an art. Form of expression. Way to be someone you are not. Well, it's not a way to be someone you're not. That's the one part of that I'll disagree with. Cosplay is a way to show something you're enthusiastic about and create a talking point for you to make new friends. That's what it is for me, at least. I can't. I'd be underage. Right. Well, the rum, I'm just saying, rum isn't enjoyed for its flavor. Rum is enjoyed for its alcohol content. So to add it, even if you take the alcohol out of it, you're just adding like this weird barley or whatever the hell it's made out of ingredient that's like, that makes my ice cream nice and bitter. Gross. If I ever get around to dyeing my hair platinum blonde, I'm going to cosplay DM's Devil May Cry Dante. Well, cool. Yeah, that's a good plan. I'd say you should go for it. He was closest to Frigga. No, it's just flavored like rum. Right. So what's a rum flavor is what I'm saying. Never heard of it till now. Cosplays for everyone regardless what you look like, physical limitations have. Everyone can cosplay. Anyway. Good point, Chris. I like Loki as a character and the myth. Respect Tom as an actor. Get crazy obsessed. Makes me wonder what Loki is falling through for 30 minutes. I think it was just a black hole. Ted Allpress played Loki as a kid when you first see him in the first... Oh, that's Ted Allpress. Yeah, I mean, do you think he would have turned out to be a good actor? I don't know. He was like, what, a 10-year-old boy? Where did you get your little horns? I made them. I made them out of wood and Sintra, which is a PVC plastic. Hey, Virginia. Hey, man, can't wait to see you at MCFC. Oh, Josh, hi. Yeah, I'll see you there, man. We're going to have a good time. Everyone makes plans based around you. Every time anyone talks about, like, we're going to have a cosplay contest. I heard Mason Studios is going to be there to film everything. Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of cosplay meetups. Mason Studios is going to be there to film it. And then it's like, man, you are like the guy with the camera in Memphis. And that's really cool because it's, you're making a name for yourself. So, yeah, I will see you there. And, we'll catch up. Have to study for a history test, so bye Loki Shire. Laughing so hard about the spooky kid. Just found your channel not too long ago. Love your cosplay. Thanks, Just Acolyte. If you don't like Nightmare Before Christmas, what is your favorite Tim Burton movie? Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Tim Burton. Favorite Tim Burton movie? I feel like it might be one of those two. Those are good movies. I really did enjoy both Beetlejuice and Edward Scissorhands. I would probably lean towards Beetlejuice more. But, I don't know. I'd have to look at his whole filmography before I really said, like, that's my favorite. Because there's a lot of them. Let's see. I don't want to see raisins in anything. I'm not a big raisin guy either, but I do like dried cranberry. Craisins. I'm crazy for craisins. I'll eat those things all day long. My Loki costume comes in many pieces, like yours, put way different. Right. So, what are your plans for Halloween? Halloween, I will be at Nerd Nights by Nerdbot, hosting karaoke. Have you seen the movie Leprechaun? I have, and it's gross and weird. Just Acolyte says, Batman? Sure. Hey, Bill, sorry I can't stay for long. Would love to go there in cosplay, but I don't think dressing up in my stripper Loki costume would be appreciated. Well, bubble-blowing double baby, I don't know where you're talking about, but I also have a stripper Loki costume that I wore in a video, and I don't wear it around much either. Although, people wear revealing stuff at cons, so if you're going to go to a con, go all out. Can you make me little horns? Izzy, I am not currently taking commissions. Getting late and I need sleep. Good night, folks, for Tim Burton movie. Sorry. I don't have a ton of favorite directors, to be completely honest. I couldn't care less, but Tim Burton is definitely one. Yeah, I mean, directors I don't really pay attention to. I'm more thematic stuff. Like, if there's a superhero movie, I want to see it. But, like, I don't care who directs it. Good night, Carol. You finally said her name right. Layla, I know how to read. Cosplay, for me, is taking a character I like and putting my own spin on it, but it's also an open door for me to meet others who like the character. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. To me, that is the most important thing. So, Izzy, yes, maybe after Halloween, if I have a ton of free time, I could make you some little horns like this or whatever, but they're not that great. Like, it's just spray paint and plastic and wood. So, guys, with that, I'm gonna take off because we've been going for like, what, 45 minutes? 50 minutes? We almost did an hour. So, next Monday, we're gonna try to stream again. I think we're gonna do it. Would you come to a con in Texas? Again, this is a question of if Texas is willing to pay me, or not pay me, but pay for my flight and hotel. Absolutely, I would come to a con in Texas. But I don't think that's ever going to happen because I didn't keep the cosplay popularity machine going, and so I'm not really like a cosplay guest that people seek. At least not anymore. That being said, give it a shot. Ask your local con if they want to invite me out. And if they do, I'll be happy to come out. But if they don't, chances are I'm not going to drive or fly out to Texas on my own dime. Thanks, Layla. Thank you. It was nice to talk with you. Have a lovely rest of the day. Thanks, Shaughnessy. See you. Have a nice week. You too, Candace. Wraith, really? I didn't actually know that. What did Wraith say? Tim Burton actually, I think all he did was write the original book. Oh, weird. Thanks for another successful stream. Thumbs up. Almighty. How do we do that? Brianna, you would go to the con's Facebook page and send them a message, or go on their website and do the Contact Us tab that leads to their email address, or whatever, or tweet at them or something. But honestly, you don't have much of a chance of getting me out there. It's worth it. It's worth your time to send the tweet or whatever, but other than that, don't push too hard because then they'll get mad at me for it. Have a nice one, Natalie, and I will see you all soon. I will say hi to Amada for you, Candace. Can't wait till next Monday at 7 p.m. here. Yeah, it's getting to be afternoon time here. So everybody, have a good night. Miss you. Love you. Bye. I wanna know what's streaming